Hi bagmakers, in case anybody else has been like me wondering whether we can buy supplies on Temu, I thought I would share with you some stuff that I ordered and that has arrived yesterday. I ordered it on the 26th of May. The predicted date was delivery between 3rd of June and 6th of June, and it came yesterday on the 1st of June, so I'm pretty happy with the timing. And bearing in mind that it's free shipping, that's a very good service. So I will just go through with you what I got. Some of it I'm happy with, some of it probably not so much. First of all, I got these clips. Now what I should do is at the same time as I'm looking at them, I will put the prices up if I can find a way of doing that on the video. They were not particularly expensive, so I think there was maybe $5 New Zealand for 50 of these, which, as you know, they're pretty expensive if you buy them in shops. I'm not expecting them to be great quality, but hey, I'll give them a go and let you know. The next thing I bought, and I don't know why I bought this, but I thought I'd try some of their fabric. So it's just, looks like an A4 size piece of fabric. It's faux suede, I believe. Faux nubuck leather or something they call it. The colour's really nice. You probably can't see it properly, but it's like a very greeny, turquoisey colour. And the feel is actually really nice. And it's probably 0.5 mil to 1 mil thick. So it feels like it would sew quite nicely. We'll try it. Again, I can't remember the price. I'm going to put it up. I got one of these little roller things just because I always like to roll the seams of my vinyl. Again, pretty cheap. Some bobbin thread keepers, because I always need those. Actually, I don't know if they're too big for bobbins. They might be for the actual cotton spools, cotton rolls. And all, because do you know how many times I lose these? I've got loads and I just lose them, but they're like $1. So much required chalk pens. Again, something that I just run out of all the time. Now these are quite interesting. I thought that I would try some pre-made straps, because I don't know about the rest of you, but sometimes making straps really just frustrates me, and you know, I'm not the best sometimes at making them. So I've got these, and I think, again, I'm going to put the price up. I think they're about $2 something, $2.50 or something New Zealand. Which, when you consider that you're getting the webbing, this looks like it's over 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches or 1.25, and you're getting all the hardware on there. To be honest, I can't make them in New Zealand for that, I don't think. So good option if they're good, and I will I'll open one now, but you know, they look, how bad can they be, right? I don't know. The hardware is probably not the same quality that we would like, but as long as they open and close and they don't look like they're gonna fall apart, it honestly feels quite sturdy. It's pretty nice. Let me just do a quick measurement of that so that you do know. That is, it looks like it's gonna be the 1.5 inch size on that. And the webbing, it's nice, sort of, I wouldn't say it's metallic, but it's definitely sort of got a shine to it, so it's not flat. It's actually a really nice webbing, and again, I can't buy that locally, so that seems pretty good. And heck, if you were worried about their stitching, you could throw a couple of rivets in there, but it looks to me like it's not too bad. So I got one in grey, or whatever that colour is. I got one in black, which is the same, and then I got this one, which is a cute pattern. And again, I think these three were all the same price, and I think they were about $2.48, which again, for the hardware alone, you know, is pretty awesome. And that's really nice, and it feels quite soft. This one feels like a brushed kind of finish on it. It's pretty neat, honestly, for $2.50. I couldn't make it for that. What else? I bought tons of purse feet. Now I can't remember how much these were, but I got basically 3 colours. I got the antique bronze, gold, and I think there's a gunmetal in here as well, because I who wants to pay a lot for purse feet, right? Not me, to be honest. These are, I think they call them zipper pulls. That's, these are advertised as zipper pulls, I believe. But to be honest, this is one of those things where it looks too cheap and thin and nasty for me to trust that pulling a zipper. I think it would probably just come undone. I'm not sure I can get it even done up. It's one of those things. But what I always plan to do is probably just put that, either hang it as hang it off the bag, just as a little, you know, bag adornment rather than using it as a zipper pull. So I'll probably just take off that top thing anyway, or it's kind of not a big deal if it's just a bag bling and it comes off. It shouldn't get too much wear in that situation. But yeah, I don't think I would be using that as a zipper pull just because the top part is very, very thin metal and looks way too flimsy for me. But the actual flower is really cute. So that came in a bag of, I think there are 5 or 6, 5 pieces, and they're different colours. So we've got antique bronze, we've got white, white and black, white and gold, a few different pieces in there. So for that price, as just take the ends off, use them yourself as little charms, I think they're quite good. These are supposed to be, I think they call them replacement zippers. So I think the idea is if your zipper breaks, you replace with this. It's got a little opening there and a piece on the end which doesn't open. They just look, honestly, like the metal is just cheap and nasty. It doesn't look at all like the picture, which was nice, gold, glossy. So yeah, there would be a no for me. What else do we have? These are hem clips, and I saw somebody using these as basically long clips when you've got pieces that you want to keep together that are really long. And I thought this was a fantastic idea. And I also do a bit of dressmaking every now and again. So I will use them for their intended purpose as well. And they just have the measurements on for clipping onto your hem, so you're getting an even hem, I suppose is the idea. But they're great for holding longer pieces of fabric together when you need to, rather than the little small clips. So they look fine. This one is another chain strap. Now I actually, when I looked at the receipt, I actually paid quite a bit for this. And I say that, like, not huge, but I think it was like 10 New Zealand dollars, which is, you know, hey, probably the most expensive item that I bought. Do I like it? It's okay. It looks pretty cheap and nasty, if I'm honest. The hardware is actually, hardware's not bad on it. I think the links look a bit like they're just sprayed gold, so I think they would wear off pretty quickly, I think. And it's just a plastic thing in there, acrylic or whatever it is. It's long. Look, it's not bad. It's not bad. If you're trying to make a high-end bag, I wouldn't use it personally, but if you're not too bothered, it's pretty good value, I would say, for what it is. The next strap I bought is a thinner faux leather strap, and again, this doesn't look too bad. Let me just see if I can open it. This strap is a narrow faux leather strap. The hardware on this one's definitely not as good as the hardware on the webbing straps. See how that's nice and chunky? It's the kind of stuff I would buy normally. This is a bit cheap and nasty and a bit thin. Having said that, you could easily, and what I'll probably do is just chop that off, re-rivet it and put my own hardware on the end. Because what I do like about this is it's got a nice buckle strap. So it's adjustable. Again, look, it's not the best buckle. That's probably going to tarnish pretty quickly, but for a cheaper project, it would be absolutely fine. Let's face it, for a cheaper bag, you'd probably just leave it as is. Again, I think it was very cheap. So I just don't love making these straps. They're just quite time consuming. And as you know, they use a lot of thread, use a lot of vinyl and whatever. So it's a pretty good price, to be honest, if they're half decent. The other handle that I bought, I'm going to need scissors for this. is this fixed metal handle. Now I just got one because my idea, and it's got two little things that it attaches through there. My idea for this one was for like a swoon Mabel, just to have the one on the top. Now I'm curious about how that actually gets in there. These must unscrew. Yeah, that unscrews, goes through there. So I just bought the one to try. It's gunmetal. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And I think on a Mabel or on a Laney Jane, something like that, that would actually look really nice. Okay, we're nearing the end. I got the ubiquitous snips. Again, you just never have enough of these. I have them all around, and you know, they do break easily because they're cheap, but hey, just extra pairs is always good. Because I saw somebody else had bought this, I decided to try buying a snap-on foot. It was about $1 something, and it's just a nice narrow see-through foot. I'm gonna just try and snap it on my machine. I won't, because that's got my walking foot on. It's going to take too long, but I will try and snap it on and see that it snaps on correctly. But apart from that, again, $1. That's a pretty good find, I think. Magnetic seam allowance guide, because these things are great, and again, you can never have too many of them. This is, oh, these are interesting. These, I just bought them as a bag bling factor, really. They're just a little thing to screw in. So it screws in to your bag, and then it's just a little hold, a little thing that you can clip things onto. So yeah, I thought that would be quite cute to add on, maybe a tassel or something like that. That bag has got multiple colours. I'm probably only going to use one on each bag, so there's a good selection in there. There's rainbow. Not sure whether there's a gunmetal. Yep, gunmetal, gold, nickel, brass, all the usual suspects in there. So that's quite good. And last but not least, I bought a one of those wax things for your thread, to stop your thread twisting. So you just pull your thread across that, and hopefully that will be good too. So in summary, given that AliExpress is taking probably 4 to 6 weeks for stuff to arrive, I've got some stuff that still hasn't arrived. The timing of this was amazing in terms of the speed of delivery. The fact that it's free delivery is amazing, because AliExpress really racks up on the delivery. If anybody has any tips on that with AliExpress about how you can avoid the multiple delivery charges when you're buying more of the same item and things like that, it would be good to know, because it does rack up really quickly. Some of the stuff is good, some of the stuff is probably going to break the first time I try and use it. I'll update if those things happen, especially with those clips, because we all know we hate them when they just break first time round. But yeah, I think it's worth a go when you're paying a very small amount of dollars per item, you're getting it delivered for free. It's definitely worth a risk. I expect that at some point they're going to stop that free shipping thing, because it will no doubt start costing them too much. But enjoy it while you can, that's what I say. If you have any feedback, or if you have any experiences, I'd love to hear from them. Thanks very much. Bye.